So I'm going to tell you about how one of the best pep talks that I have ever received as a singer was one where I honestly could not remember a word that they said. So I was 13 years old. I had submitted one of my original songs for an international singer-songwriter competition. And fortunately for me, I made it to the finals. There I was on the day of the show, and I was petrified. First of all, being only 13, I was the youngest person there. But not only was I the youngest person there, I was also the least experienced person there, because prior to that competition, I had only ever written one other song in my entire life. Shaking in my boots cannot be more of an understatement. But there was one moment in that whole day that really galvanized my courage. I was sitting there backstage, about to barf, and the music director walks up to me and pulls me to the side. And then she proceeds to give me this pep talk. And I have no recollection at all of what she said. What I do remember is the impression that it left me with. I remember feeling incredibly honored that this accomplished musician, somebody who has had a huge career in the music industry in my country, found it worth her while to go backstage and specifically seek me out to give me some last-minute instructions. I also felt incredibly comforted by the fact that I didn't have to spend those last few moments all alone, that I got to spend them with somebody, and not just anybody, but with somebody who was so competent at what she did. And I don't know, it just made me think about the fact that sometimes as voice teachers, we can get so hung up on trying to find the perfect thing to say to our students when they're feeling discouraged or nervous or intimidated or scared. Because in our minds, we feel like the perfect speech is what's going to get them through that moment. But honestly, it's less about what you say and more about the fact that you're there with them. It's less about the pep talk itself and more about your presence. It really can be that simple.